know you and Justin talked a fair bit. To the extent that you can, where do you think his head is at right now? I know after the game it looked like he was pretty frustrated sitting on the water cooler.
Yeah.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
But just in your dialogue with him and your perception of where he's at, like what's your sense of that?
Yeah, he's obviously wants to win football games. He's, as I've mentioned before, he's as competitive as anybody I've ever been around, and so he's a leader on our team, and nobody is accepting any sort of, the outcomes that we're facing right now, regardless of the reason, regardless of the current state of where we're at. Nobody's accepting that, and Justin certainly will never be asked to accept that, but he always, like he did today, he shows up with energy, and he's going to have an impact on our organization at a really high level, and we've got to find ways to allow players just like Justin and Jordan and some of our other players to have a chance to impact the game. And then when they get those chances, we know that good things will happen. But it takes much more than just calling plays for them or, having sequences in the games where they can have a high level of impact because this game requires, 10 other guys to operate at a standard to allow that to happen, and that's what we got to strive to have happen. And Justin plays a huge role in that as one of our captains.
When you talk about everybody responding the right way and knowing that's going to happen, do you think this is the biggest test your culture has faced?
Oh, no question. Culture is ultimately tested when those on the outside and with a lot of, every right to do so, when we're not getting the results as an organization and we're not getting the standard that we've established. It'd be one thing if we had never established that standard, but when it's not happening that people have come to expect or came into this year with certain expectations, that's what we want, and that's what every good organization should want to have. But ultimately, you prove kind of what you're all about in these moments, and even when there is justified noise and a lot of it. What are we doing? What are we doing on a, if any of that affects what's been built from a standpoint of how we work, how connected we are as a team, even through some of the frustration, then there's a bigger conversation to have about culture. And I'm very fortunate that I can trust in our guys and our coaches and what's been built here to, it's not a matter of staying the course, because it's a matter of improvement and altering the course of where we're at, regardless of what that means for, our season into the future. And all of them have connection points to that, but it's about trying to go 1-0 this week. And if you've ever understood or questioned why a cliche like that is used, we're in a moment where it matters more so now than ever, because it's not 1-0 to win 5 in a row or 9 in a row. It's 1-0 to go 1-0.